So here we are out here on Askiy Ridge multiplayer today for the first time since getting every single diamond in the game once again. So I'm looking forward to a chill hunt, just letting the hunt take us where it will, and I brought a couple of the new weapons. Got the 257 Roberts, got the 22 mag, and I also brought the 44 lever action. I think it's going to be a really good wolf gun, and I'm hoping a pack or two will attack us today with those new rare wolves. You never know what might be out here. So first ram of the day, got a pretty decent one, max estimate, and it may be facing that way, but what a perfect time to bring the 44 lever action. It's got no chance at all, didn't even see these. Couple of U's taken off, and you see that Rocky Mountain Bighorn Sheep title once again. I'm really hoping that does mean something for the future, like a Desert Bighorn and Rocky Mountain Bighorn split. But for now, we get to see him out here on Askiy Ridge, and like I said, I'm looking forward to this. Not constantly checking pintail locations, beaver locations. Maybe we can find some of those things that we haven't had out here on Askiy Ridge. Got that through intestine, liver, lung, vertebrae. I think having the 44 is going to be a great option. We haven't carried it much on this map, and again, part of it is because we've been bringing weapons specifically for those other species. Been a while since I've seen this. We've got pintail flying by, and it's these couple of lakes. So my favorite spot for mule deer. We've got bighorn out here, and it's a pretty good spot for them as well. Because we were chasing beavers all that time, we just weren't coming up here. So I think that level 3 ram might be the best option. Don't see anything better than that. So 44 lever action again. This time we're going to zero for 150. Snow on its back, and now back laying on the ice more so than snow, but there's probably snow on top of the ice, so it kind of works. So no monsters just yet, and of course this one's smaller than the last, but gonna be a 130 silver. Got that snow all over it. Huge heart we've talked about. I don't think the heart hitbox is actually that big, because it looks like we did shoot through the top of it, but it was still double lung and instant dropped him with that 44 round. That's looking a little better. Nice big 4 out there, up to 184. All males of this lake. There's another one up to 194. What the heck? Let's see if we can get them both. We got a fast-firing rifle. That guy's, still close enough you'll hear that, but this one's alert. Go for that. Oh, that was not a great angle. Did that somehow skim along? It did not. Really wanted to hit him again before he got out of sight. He's dropping quickly now. Did we hit something? I don't know. So higher estimate sheep first, and I'm not so sure the other one doesn't outscore him. Yeah, he's only 168. I think it will, because the other one looked pretty good, like a lot of mass. Lung, stomach, and intestines didn't drop him, but it did generate a high bleed rate. And I'm intrigued with this. Now, we got non-vitals. Did he turn? So probably any glancing blow would have got him to drop quickly then. Didn't see any other impacts, but that's a nice, real nice looking bighorn laying there. He's a 179. Yeah, just shot too far to the right. Missed the lungs, but still able to get stomach intestines, and at least it brought him down quickly. Look at that. That one side flares out. I think this is the side we saw with all that mass broken off end of the horn. I love these things. The fact that we haven't gotten a big one is a shame. Well, a diamond one. We've had some big ones, but that's what we're out here looking for. I heard a wolf somewhere. Don't know exactly where that was, but let's get the 44 ready and loaded, because we launched all those rounds at the bighorn. Not looking like the new rares as yet, but it is a full pack, so let's see. I'm not even sure if we should expect to find any new rares early. I've seen some people get them, but I think primarily from grinding, so gonna need to reload here shortly. Let's get a couple rounds into these. A couple of nice ones, like max estimate 7, a mythic. Oh my goodness, it's a huge pack. Everybody's looking pretty common. Hopefully we're looking pretty alive by the end of this. Did we get a vital there? We did. I think that might have been non-vital. They've all been hit, but that one we didn't get good. Let's just get reloaded here. That one's gonna die. That made a cool sound. Like echoed off the side of the hill there or something. That was pretty sweet. Well, got what we wanted. Got a whole bunch of wolves to attack. I don't know what the total number was. We'll count as we go along. That's going to be 3 there. None of those were the big ones either. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wolves? I don't know how big the packs can get. And we've been attacked by multiple packs at once, but I don't think that's what that was. Got a level 6 gold in there. There's one of the good ones. I think that was the max 7, 37 score. And the mythical was pretty early on. Wait, that's the max 7. So there was another 7 in there I don't think we even spotted. There's our mythical, 38.71, like we were right there. Had he been a 9, that follow-up shot would have saved him. And we still got 2 more laying side by side here, a level 5, and finally a level 3. Not half bad. Glad we had the 44 for that. So while we're here, and kind of heading up that way when the wolves attacked us, helps if you hit them, there we go. I thought we'd go into snow geese territory and see if we can get any to fly over. Because we've got the 22 mag, I feel really good about our chances. Like, if we do see a rare, if we do see a 5, we can probably just get out of the air without using the e-collar, but depends on distance and all that. But something I'm hoping we get to fling some rounds at. Got some flying over now. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That is, oh, it's a level 4 as well. That's a blue morph. Come in our direction. Let's just get ready. We're fully loaded. I'm going to let it kind of get past us, so that way we're shooting at a goose that's flying away. I mean, they might even land, but I feel okay about it to where we're going to try these close range shots. Going to stay zeroed for 100. They're pretty well right over our head. Let's go. There we go. Got a hit already. Going to try to get one more in it. 2 hits. I can't believe it took those like an absolute champ. It should be a gold, so I don't want to hit it again. I've had this thing, though. If you wound them, they can go back into the migrating state, and you can't recover them. Once they're falling down out of the sky dead, no problem anymore. That, oh man, I'm so happy about it. I've been wanting a blue morph the entire time. There it lays, right down there in the trees. I can't believe that. Like, literally, bringing the 22 mag out here, one of the reasons I came up beyond trying to get a rare was just to kill some geese out of the sky. One of the very first flocks. I think that's blue morph, right? Kind of can't tell the way it's laying. It is indeed, it is a gold at 3.56. What an awesome looking bird. Both of those did hit. I thought maybe somehow it didn't because of how far it went after the fact. That's good to know. If you get those glancing blows, they can still go for a pretty long time, but let's tax that. Gonna get a nice close screenshot or 2. What a cool looking bird. You know, I think we might have gotten a blue morph female actually, now that I'm looking at this, but this is a way better one, a 3.56 gold male. Definitely gonna find a spot in our main lodge for sure. And we got with the 22 mag, and we haven't hardly even gotten up here. Maybe there's more. And we've talked about this. There's pintail up here too. Now the odds that we hit one of those are way lower. Faster birds are not flying straight away, and much smaller targets. I feel like some of those shots weren't bad, but oh, wait, what? Did we get that? How would? I'm confused. Because, like, every bird we've ever shot with this thing basically instantly dies. And that's Snow Goose, and now there's Pintail. Just ate a 22 Magnum round, and are going for, like, a decent ways. I should have kept an eye on that. Oh. Don't know if we're getting that one. I'll try. Got more of them flying over. We're gonna get here, by the way. Like, from a distance, this thing looked like a cliff, but we can scale it just slowly. I think that's an eclipse, by the way, or something. It looks a little bit light. So actually not any kind of eclipse or anything, just the common gray plumage. Again, it was a glancing blow at the wing, but 191 meters, we've used these jacketed hollow points from the 22 mag plenty and shot other ducks, and they just drop out of the sky. We haven't had one do anything beyond just die immediately. I kind of don't get that. And we're kind of at the end of the area I wanted to check, so might as well try this one more time, see if we can get a solid hit on one of these. Felt okay about the second shot there. Yeah, kind of same thing. We're able to hit them. But they take it like an absolute champ. We're out of our rounds. Thing might be out of render by the time it dies. I'll try to watch it. See if we can recover it. I mean, it died. Gonna be interesting to try to find it. We know they were headed basically south, but if we can get on a track, we'll be fine. There's a track right there. I feel like the bird tracks disappear very quickly, but as long as we can ID one, we ought to be able to follow that. You just saw, I think, one disappear there. There we go. Should be good. Oh. Yep. Oh my goodness, we're still alive. I saw it. I saw a confirmed trophy come up, but we were flying down the mountain. There's blood. So it's gotta be somewhere between here and there. You know the weird thing? Like, I don't see it dead. It's gotta be, like, literally right here. Because this is where we went skidding down the mountain at. How's there not a glowing... Where the heck is it? There's a thing that can happen when like animals that die on steep cliffs and stuff. Sometimes the game spawns them like at the bottom or at the top or whatever. I'm guessing that's what we have going on, but at the very least we can kind of see it flew something like 500 meters before it went down, which that's just like the total opposite of all the 22 mag experiences we had up until this point. I mean, there's a pheasant out there like 370. Might as well see if we can maybe hit that, considering we're not going to get our goose. So we should aim, I think, low with the bottom dot. Right in there, no problem. Same deal, though. Not exactly going down quickly. There's a second hit to maybe speed it up. So there's our bird, and you know, it worked out for us. We managed to get that blue morph, but you saw exactly what could have gone terribly wrong with the second goose we shot out of the air. Like, I don't know. I felt really confident if any geese flew over within, like, let's say 100 meters, we'd be able to kill them out of the air, and we did. But, could have very easily lost our best rare by far. By the way, Mag's wolf track, maybe they'll come and find us. Well, found them. They just came, like, tearing back through here. I don't know if we can get, like, a trotting shot. We know it's a mythical. I didn't see any rares. Like, we know the mythical was the brown fur type. I don't know what the heck that was. Maybe we... Oh, that's what did it. What? So, people that are even, like, a kilometer away, if they hit a call, you hear it. But he's on the four-wheeler. Oh, he got up. All right. Well, anyway, clearly we got to go somewhere else. So, potentially, then, first opportunity for the 257 Roberts. Got a bunch of beavers kind of leaving the water here. I'm somewhat surprised. First group that we see since killing our diamond, there isn't a 5. It just feels like inevitably when you finally find that thing you chase forever, other diamonds start showing up all over the place. So, guess we'll get that one. I think that's that dark brown. 04150. Just flip him over, has zero chance. You can see like the lighter colored face, so not a melanistic, which by the way, after all that time hunting them, is the only rare that we don't have. And just so you can see it up close, that is indeed the dark brown fur, double lung at 194. Nice first shot out of the 257 today. So we actually ended up getting host of this server. Thought we'd maybe do a little elk hunting as we bring this hunt to a close. Haven't even fired the 300 canning Magnum today, but we can go ahead and rectify that. Not a great shot, I guess, but bring them down. Might have been single lung. Still didn't go that far, but I feel like double lung it would have brought it down faster. Yes, single lung indeed. Just a smidge too far left to catch the near side lung. 386 gold though, first kind of decent one we've seen. Hopefully there's some better ones and a whole bunch of potential lakes we could check. Yeah, might as well crack out the 22 mag again. That's a pretty high estimate dusky grouse. And we'll see if at close range we have better results. That's a little more like what we expect to happen. There's another one there. I think that's the hen, so probably leave that alone. Yeah, no big deal. And this, that's a 141, diamonds 151. Fell a little shy we wanted. Right lung certainly helped. Oh, what the heck? I didn't even realize what that was. A level 5 woodland caribou. It's a good estimate, but can that rack even make it? I think that might be the one that sometimes is barely 430. Well then, I guess we'll try to track him down. Just managed to get eyes on him again. He's actually sneaking up through there in enough of an opening. If we can get into 150, I feel good enough about our chances of getting a... Ooh, do we want to go 257 though? I think we should, even though it's not going to kill him as fast. But it's going to be a little better in terms of like bullet drop. We got to make sure we get like a good angle. We had a bit of one. But as we catch up to him, I think we can get him to go alert. That'll probably be good enough. He's trying away though. Come on, just notice us. I'm going to lose sight of him and that's going to be a problem. Okay, he's actually nervous feeding right at the top of that hill. So, we can try to kind of like scoot in. Really anywhere here. If we can get him to go alert, I'll be comfortable with it. But because he's facing away from us, they are much more difficult to actually get to go alert. So let's just reload. You never know what's going to happen. There we go. What? You know, let's just hard shot a potential diamond caribou with the 257. This gun is so cool. Like the fact that you can even do that. I don't think he's going to make it, but that, man. Hardly used the 257 today, but that was a cool way to do it. Now, as I said, not the best looking rack, but I mean, he's 405 minimum. 419, so we were close. about 11 shy diamond. That's the second level 5 woodland caribou we've seen. First one did make it, that one unfortunately didn't. Double lung and heart though out of the 257 robbers. Not bad. And hey, that one doesn't come back to the lodge, but on that note, I think we should go back and take a look at our new gold blue morph snow goose. So as I said, I do think we've killed one blue morph snow goose before, and yeah, as I thought, it's right over here next to all of our Canada geese rares. So this was a 2.6 female. Now, we've got a 3.56 male to put there instead. Visually gonna look the same, but much nicer score, and they are such a cool looking bird. I believe in real life, at least in certain areas, these are a lot more common. Like I wouldn't call them a rare, but certainly in Call of the Wild. A rare and a very cool looking one at that. Kind of reminiscent of the new brown hybrid Canada goose, but maybe in a sense, even cooler looking. Like got that snow goose head and everything. Almost looking common at that. The rest of it, anything but. But nice to get out there on Askiy Ridge. That 22 mag thing was weird. Like, didn't exactly get the results we saw out of that, but 257 doing its thing. And for once, no pressure to go and chase other stuff. We end up getting our best rare snow goose thus far. So love to see that. Plenty more of those types of hunts to come. But on that note, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.